Hi, good afternoon. My name is Viridiana Villarreal, and we will be learning about blended learning for this week's reading. So to begin with, what is blended learning? As defined by Horn and Staker's adaptive definition, blended learning is any time a student learns at least in part at a supervised brick-and-mortar location away from home and at least in part through the internet with some element of student control over time, place, and or pace. So if we break down this definition, first we're talking about blended learning being any time where a student learns at least in part at a supervised brick and mortar location away from home, meaning when you're away from home, that is seen through an online presence. The second part of the definition says that at least in part through the internet as well. So along with the online presence, the student can interact through the internet in his or her own time, as seen by the last part of the definition that says some element of student control over time, place, and pace. So there's an increase of control over the student's learning by providing an online environment where they can access material, resources, share their thinking, and look up to one another for guidance and help on their own time. As learned from Jen Johnson's video, a key idea about blended learning is that there must be a strong connection between online and offline classroom. So we're talking about a teaching style which incorporates classroom teaching and technology mixed together. And the environment. So the online environment needs to inform what is happening in the classroom. It can't be separate. It can't be separate from the curriculum. So this blended learning is essentially what it is saying. It is a blended learning between classroom teaching, so the face-to-face traditional classroom, and technology mixed together. So how does blended learning differ from technology integration? Blended learning may sound a lot like integrating technology in the classroom, but it's not the same thing as technology integration. Using technology in the class isn't the same as blended learning because the technology must be used alongside the objective of the assignment being completed. An example of technology integration can include a teacher giving out quizzes online rather than using the traditional pencil and paper. Here, the teacher is integrating technology into her classroom, but the technology is not being used for learning about the class content. On the other hand, if the teacher had her students do research for their essays, and afterwards they need to post an excerpt of what they have written so far in an online classroom forum, and the student can receive feedback from other students, as well as personal feedback from the teacher. This is a type of blended learning since the students are combining an assignment with technological resources and an opportunity for online interaction with peers and the instructor. An example of this is Sonaway Elementary, which is implementing the program Dreambox, which is a math program with games that align with Common Core in a fun and interactive way. Students can play with each other and use this platform to practice their Common Core standards on their own time and pace in order to reinforce what is being taught by the teacher. In my opinion, I think I was amazed the first time I learned about this because I grew up where we didn't have laptops for school enhancement, so I'm amazed by how far technology has come and how it's serving as a tool for learning. We live in a technological world where these advances are moving very fast, so I think incorporating them in the classroom is very good for future skills for children. And also I think independency in learning, as stated in the definition, is very good because it places responsibility in students. And in my opinion, when you give students a platform to grow and learn on their own and be responsible about their own learning, I think it's a great way to teach students how to learn at their own pace, and I would definitely implement this in my future classroom. Thank you guys, and have a good day.